Just kidding. Greetings, trusting creatures of Earth. Yesterday I had a look at my old videos about reviewing the Swift book and the Slim book of the CONNEX range, of course, and I found that others have also reviewed it in the meantime, and lots of people left comments, of course. And I must say, I was almost shocked to find the nightmarish things people have experienced with their CONNEX laptop computers. It seems it's one big nightmare. I mean, I've heard everything from laptops that only boot up into a black screen without any explanation, to a laptop literally bursting out of its seams.
Each time it was expanding, it was breaking. I don't know if you guys can actually see it. I hope you guys can see. Look, it's broken, it's cracked.
Others seem to have durability problems with their CONNEX laptops. They got all kinds of problems, from cracked screens to cracked bodies to... well, it seems the nightmares never end. Well, all I can say is yo and eish. Really, I do feel for you. It's really horrible if you pay all that money and then you end up with nothing but a string of problems. Nightmarish problems, I might add. It's a shame, but it seems most of you come to the conclusion that if you spend less on a laptop, you're gonna have more problems. Less money spent, more problems. It's the physics of economy. No, but seriously, it's really sad. Good luck to all of you. Me personally, as you might have known from my past videos, I did get myself two of them. One is a Swift book and one is a Slim book. As you can see, they are both still in perfect working order, so thank goodness for that. I think it's because I don't travel with them much. I have traveled with the Slim book. I went on vacation with it, so it did travel in my luggage and in a car and on a plane, and it was carried from overnight stay to overnight stay, and thankfully it came back all in one piece, not broken. Which is something to be grateful for, considering how rough sometimes my luggage was handled. But yeah, the Slim book I got for use at home, browsing online, watching videos and doing online banking and writing emails and documents and such stuff. While the other one was for the office, for almost the same things. Do I have a favorite among the two? Yes, I do. The Slim book. I don't know why. They both have the same problems that I don't like. But yeah, I do like the Slim book more. I'm not sure if it's better or not. But yeah, there is a difference between the two. Can you see it? I don't know if you can, but this one has a matte screen and this one has a gloss screen. I hate the gloss screens because they reflect all the light sources, because they reflect everything in the room and you cannot see on them properly, especially lights. I don't know if you can see lights on there now, but yeah, it's horrible, all the things that reflect in it. You cannot see the screen properly unless you're in a dark room, while the matte screen is a little bit better, remarkably better, I would say. Other differences you can see here. This one says Intel Celeron inside, while this one says Intel Atom inside. I don't know which is the faster one or the better one or whatever, or the harder working one. I'm not that technically literate. I really just made those videos out of the viewpoint of somebody like you, a consumer who bought these products, and now I'm navigating my way through using them. Before these two, I had never even worked on Windows 10. From the two videos I made, it's quite obvious that the CONNEX Slim book is also the most popular one, or it's the most searched for one. Because you can see here, it's, well, it's not, the videos haven't been up quite a year yet, but you can see the difference. This one has almost 6,300 views for the Slim book, and the Swift book has only 2,300. So there's quite a difference in interest there, obviously. I personally also like the Slim book more, but yeah, I said that already. Also, since I uploaded these videos, other people have also started making review videos of their CONNEX laptops. I see here, Giovanni Julius made one about the, well, he doesn't say there in the description, but he has a CONNEX laptop review. He actually had a nightmarish after-service experience. And well, he says he likes the keyboard of it. I hate the keyboards on both of them because I don't think they register quite fast enough, because when I type at speed, I sometimes see that I spelled it correctly. Really, I did. I spelled the word correctly, and then the computer didn't register certain letters. There's like a few spelling errors in what I wrote, and it's usually letters that have been left out. Now, no, I did not misspell them. It's these keyboards. The keys are just not really nice to press. But what I did to overcome that is I bought myself a proper gaming keyboard, and I plug it into the USB. I literally just use these computers for the screen and the computer itself. Then I put it on a shelf at about eye-line height when I'm sitting down, and then I type on a table underneath. That's my setup, so that works for me. Also, of course, I don't like these, what shall we call them, mice. Well, they don't really look like mice, but you know what I'm talking about, this little thingy that works the mouse. That really gets in the way when you're typing like this. Sometimes you right-click or move the cursor or whatever, really, I really don't like these things, but that's just my personal taste. There's nothing wrong with them, they work as they were designed. But yeah, I use a separate mouse and keyboard and just set this up as the screen. Of course, unfortunately, as you may know, these computers, both the SwiftBook and the SlimBook, only have 2 USB ports each. And if I plug in my keyboard and mouse, then I'm out of USB ports. I have tried using this little USB, what do you call this? A USB hub. But no, that seems to just create problems. I think it might be the hub that's not quite working right. Of course, I did also buy the cheapest one that I could find. That's probably why. It sometimes just drops a device, drops the keyboard or sometimes drops all of them, the mouse and the keyboard and whatever I plugged into the USB hub. And then it detects them again, and then sometimes without warning they go off. So I don't like that. I think it would just have been better if the computer had at least 3 USB ports. I know some CONNEX computers do have 3 USB ports, but these two don't. So that's really sad. Another complaint people complain about is the sound quality. Now, that's of course also easily overcome. You get yourself an external USB speaker. I know these ones were quite popular like several months ago. People are like, oh, it's so small, yet the sound is so big, and it really is. You can literally use this little thing in like a large room, and it'll still sound like proper hi-fi sound. So if you want proper sound, just get an external, what do you call this? See, I already forgot. That's how non-technical I am. Get yourself a Bluetooth speaker. Did I call it a USB speaker before? Probably, yeah. Yeah, I meant the Bluetooth speaker. You get them in all sorts and sizes and shapes and price ranges. So just get a nice one and the sound problem is fixed. I have an impression the SlimBook sound, the computer speakers themselves are better. I get better sounds on the SlimBook than the SwiftBook. But yeah, just get yourself a USB speaker and all those problems are solved. Another problem I saw in other people's reviews is that there's not enough hard drive space on the computer. I think the SlimBook they said it was. Some people do get themselves a hard drive to put into it. I know one of them, I can't even remember which one, does take an extra hard drive that you can plug into the bottom. I know one person really had a problem with her extra hard drive that she put in. Me personally didn't have space problems on the computer. All I do is, I always do it anyway, not just for the CONNEX. I get external hard drives. You've seen these. That you plug into your USB, and I save everything on there. This one I call Vermaakkotiek. On this one goes all the videos and movies and the entertainment related things, and then I have another one on which I save my photos and documents and whatever. I never quite knew why people used Windows, those Windows folders. They have like my documents and videos, and then every time when you reinstall Windows, all your stuff is gone. Because they were in those Windows folders. Or if your computer crashes, gone. Or if you get a new computer, then it's a whole big problem having to copy everything over. And sometimes you forget to do that. So that's why I would recommend just getting yourself an external hard drive and saving all your things on there, and then obviously transferring is not a problem. If I use it here and this computer breaks, then I plug it into another computer and my stuff is still there. Or if I get a new computer, all my videos and photos and documents and whatever are not tied to any specific computer. Also, of course, if you don't have that much stuff, you can just use one of these USB flash drive or a little card, but I don't like these cards much. I know they have become popular and almost every device uses them. You can actually plug these small little things directly into your CONNEX laptop, but they are so small and you cannot write on them, you cannot label them in any way, and they just get lost too easily. So that's why I like things of this size if I'm gonna use a portable flash drive. You can also save all your documents and photos on these, also videos, but of course videos might take up a lot of space, so you will need a really big one of these. So just get yourself one of these rather. These come in like multiple terabytes of space, so space is not going to be a problem. Just a note, these ones are slower. If you're going to try to do video editing, then you might rather get almost the same things, a little bit bigger, but with their own power cable, because this one gets power from the computer, but this one is slower than those ones that have their own power cable that you plug in and it has its own power source. But the advantage of these little cards is that you can plug them into almost everything. Even little radios usually have a slot for that. I can't even see where it is now. Oh, there at the bottom. This one also takes the bigger USB. So personally I like saving my music on this, and then you just plug it in. And now I can listen to my music on this little device. Let's just see this one. What does it have? Oh, you cannot... Doesn't it have a slot for a card? No, and it also doesn't have USB. But yeah, this one works through Bluetooth, so that's not a problem. Alrighty! There are a few comments on these videos. Let's watch through them. I'm sorry guys, I know sometimes a lot of you leave comments on these videos asking for help. Unfortunately, as I said, I'm not really a very technically literate person, so I'm really just a consumer who bought these products. So that's why sometimes I leave the comments and see if somebody who actually knows the answer will step in and answer the question. Unfortunately, that seldom happens. I try to answer the ones that I think I know the answer to. Hopefully that helped some of you. But alright, let's look through the Swift book. That is the one on which there is written Swift book. Let's see, on the Swift book video. It says, you can set it up in 5 minutes by selecting the skip option at the bottom left of the screen. Alright, yeah, that's another thing I also noticed later when I set up the second computer. When I was setting up the first one, I didn't know. I thought you must have a Microsoft account in order to set up this computer, because that's what it looked like. But there is a small little text thingy that says offline account or something like that. Yeah, then you can actually set it up without the Microsoft account. This guy also says, do not create a Microsoft account because you will not be able to log in without an internet connection after that. Okay, I haven't had a problem logging in, fortunately, even when I didn't have internet, but yeah, I also wouldn't have created the Microsoft account if I knew it wasn't necessary. Do you perhaps know where I can purchase a charger for the Swift book? Ish, I think you may have to order from one of the retailers that sell CONNEX laptops. Otherwise you can just check the voltage. I am pretty sure some China shop or other, or an electronics store, might sell what you need at that voltage and amp. But yeah, before I make your computer catch fire or something, rather just go ask first at a retailer who might be able to order you one. Personally, I still use the original power cables. They've been working now for about the 18 months to 2 years that I've had these computers. Hi, how do I download apps on my CONNEX laptop? Ooh, you got me there. Somebody please answer that question. I'm sure somebody knows how to do that. Do you perhaps know the BIOS keys for this laptop? I need to access to BIOS to disable hotkeys, but function F2 is not responding. Okay, somebody here answered escape key. You press power, when you power it on, you press the escape key. Yeah, I haven't tested that, I'm sure it will work. Otherwise, to get into the BIOS, I know it's a bit of a problem, but I've opened here a page that tells you. You go to settings, that's a gear icon on the menu. When you go down there, you have that little gear icon. And then you select update and security, then recovery, then restart now, then troubleshoot, then advanced options, then UEFI firmware settings, and then restart. Yeah, it seems they don't really want you fiddling around in the BIOS, but that's how you can do it if you need to do it. Any idea how to reset this machine? Try the Windows reinstall, currently stuck in boot loop at 64%. Do you mean you just want to switch it off when you cannot shut down? Probably not what you mean, but if you want to do that, you can just hold in the power on or the power off button, hold it in until the computer switches off. It usually makes like then you know, okay, now it's off. If you meant you need to restart your installation, I don't know, I'm so sorry. Let's see what else. How does one enter the boot menu on the CONNEX Slimbook? Okay, we covered that. I suppose that's the BIOS or not. Yeah, that same person, copy job set, escape key after pressing power button. Somebody said the Wi-Fi seems to be disabled on my CONNEX and the only way to fix it is changing this feature in the BIOS. However, the BIOS used I'm not familiar with. Okay, we already covered how to get into the BIOS. So now I'm sure all of you will get into the BIOS if you need to go into the BIOS. I hope you never have to get into the BIOS. But now you can if you must. Alright, let's see what people have to say about the Slimbook. Oh, now you cannot see. Let me just move the table. There, can you see them? Good. Let's see, CONNEX Slimbook, what people have to say about it. Marius, you're a lifesaver. Great review, thanks. Well, I'm glad I saved your life, although I don't know how, but thanks, Chief. I'm glad you found the video useful. That's what they are there for. Where can you purchase the one with the hard disk drive? Well, mine, if I remember correctly, had a sticker on the box that said included free 500 gigabytes hard drive. That was actually the first one that I bought. I think it was a Swiftbook. So I thought they come standard with the 500 gigabytes hard disk drive, but apparently not. So it seems there are a few different bundles and versions of bundles out there that CONNEX have released. So just look for the one that you like, if you can still find them even. I bought my computers, I can't remember which was where, but one was at Checkers Hyper and the other at Pick n Pay Hyper. And I saw both of those shops don't keep them anymore. Maybe people complained too much or the computers gave too much problems and customers were coming back. I don't know, I'm just speculating, judging from all the negative reviews online and the problems and nightmare experiences people share. Personally, as I said, I would rather just get myself one of these if I needed extra space. I believe you can install your software on this too, if installing your software is why you need the extra space. But of course then you will need to have this permanently plugged in whenever you want to use that software. Let's see, what else? Can it fit in my handbag? Well, it depends. How big is your handbag? If it's this size, then yes, otherwise no. Let's see, what's the size of this? 1, 2, a little bit less than 2, but maybe 2 ladies' hands. Let's see, this way. And about 1.5 hands length. So yeah, if you have a handbag that size, it should fit in. However, would I recommend it? No, I would not. Simply because it might get crushed or bent or something if the handbag doesn't have like really sturdy, steady walls that are solid but still soft enough to protect this computer. Because I heard somebody else said their screen got cracked. Probably if you're gonna bend the screen too much, look at it, it's really thin. It'll probably crack or get some kind of defect if you bend it too much out of shape. But yeah, put it in your handbag at your own risk. Maybe it would be better to get one of those backpacks that's specially made for laptops. They have like thicker padding and like a compartment for a laptop that's walled off with nice padding. But yeah, they are very expensive. But it's your life, your computer, your money, and your risk. Let's see what else. Can I use it for graphic design, Photoshop, and editing videos? I personally edit my videos still on a desktop computer that I dedicated especially to video editing. I haven't used any of these for video editing, but what I would suggest is whatever software you want to use, just look at the system requirements, the minimum system requirements. They do usually give you them in the software documentation or on the box or on the website or wherever. And then you just compare it to the system requirements that these computers have, and it probably won't be enough, I'm guessing. Yeah, I've never used it for heavy tasks like that. Maybe somebody else can leave a comment about that. The software that they have tried and used successfully, and the computer's performance on them. Hi sir, can you please make a video of the CONNEX EduBook? Unfortunately, I do not have a CONNEX EduBook. I only have these two. I'm not sure I'm gonna buy another one, but if I ever do buy a CONNEX EduBook, then alright, I'll do another video on it. Sorry, this is very late, but I want to get one for my birthday. I'm 14 and want to know if it could download Roblox. Thanks. Ooh, Roblox. I have no idea what that even is, but somebody please write in the comments if you've downloaded Roblox, how did you do it, and can you do it, and does it play successfully? Please help, my laptop is experiencing a black screen continuously when it's booting up. I've never had that problem. I think I did have it once. I think it was after an automatic update. All I did was I held in the power button until the computer switched off, and then when I rebooted, it booted up fine. If that doesn't work for you, or your CONNEX does that all the time, then it's probably faulty. Take it back while it's still under warranty. Don't wait. I buy this laptop, but we can't see a position of putting hard drive, but is same with this. Why? I've no idea. Well, the hard drive goes in there, as far as I know. You see there's like a little hatch there. I don't believe I've ever even opened it. But yeah, okay, we're talking about the Slimbook here. Can the Slimbook take a separate hard drive? I know the Swiftbook can. The Swiftbook actually came in a bundle with the hard drive. But yeah, the position that you're talking about is there. If you unscrew that, then you'll know if it has a position to put a hard drive into. Otherwise, you can't. That's all I can think of, but if somebody else has experience, please leave your comments. The Wi-Fi seems to be disabled on my CONNEX, and the only way to fix it is changing this feature in the BIOS. Okay, we did cover how to go into the BIOS. Another person writes, mine crushed. I booted a Windows 10 operating system from a USB stick. I successfully installed the Windows 10, but the Wi-Fi and audio graphics from the CONNEX website are not supported. Can you please check which version of Windows 10 this laptop runs on? As far as I can remember, it was Windows 10 Home Single something, but I'm not sure exactly. I have tried many versions of Windows 10, but still no audio or Wi-Fi driver support, and it's really frustrating because I use it for schoolwork. Well, the version you check by, let me just see. For this question, I actually went to check how you do this. I think you're going to search and you go WinVer. Yes, WinVer, and then it says version 1903. OS built 18362.1016. That's the version. Did you catch that? I think maybe you need to take it to a computer repair shop where you may get swindled or helped perfectly. Alright, well, that's my update review on these two computers. I'm still very happy with them and they are still in perfect working order so far. I hope I don't have to do a very negative update sometime later, in about a year or so. One thing that does irritate me about the Swiftbook, but I already said it's not my favorite. When I change the language there, I change it to Afrikaans, and when I boot up again, it's again in English. The Slimbook doesn't do that, so maybe the Slimbook knows I like it more. But yeah, they both have their uses. I'm getting good use out of them so far. The improvements I would make, I already said. Better keyboards and more USB ports. at least 4, as that would solve my issues with these computers. But I guess I cannot complain. I got what I paid for, which was, I think the one was on special for 2.5 and the other was 3.5. I'm sure by now they are much more expensive, in which case people will probably stop buying them. So let's see how long they stay on the market for. Now, before you go, remember, clicky the like and subscribe, and I do thank you for watching. Later, signing off.